as we head into the winter, we have to keep in mind that the winter can be a very difficult time for some people. There's actually a clinical a diagnosis called winter depression, where people get more and more depressed because it's so dark and it's so cold. They're inside all the time. They're missing the sun. They're missing the energy that comes with the summer, with the vibrancy of being outside, the growth. And aside from being sensitive to that for people who may actually suffer, we ourselves should be sensitive as to what it is that the winter is teaching us. What it is that as we get into Chodesh Kislev, what is it that we're supposed to develop within ourselves. There's a famous medrash that Adam Arishon saw that the days were getting shorter and shorter and shorter as it became winter, and he started to think that this is my onesh. This is what Hashem meant when he said that I'm going to die, and the days are going to get shorter and shorter and shorter until I actually have no day left and no life left. And finally, when he saw that the sun started to last a little bit longer, he realized he was not yet going to die, and he gave great shavach to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The idea is that a person is supposed to look at their days as days of productivity, a time to achieve, a time to accomplish, and realize that Hayom Katzar v'Hamalachim Uba, the day is short, and there's a lot of work to be done. And indeed, as the Mishnah Nava says, V'Apolim Atzelim, sometimes we are very lazy. We don't appreciate really how much work we're supposed to be doing. We don't feel motivated necessarily. But the shortening of the days should come as a reminder to us that really so much needs to be accomplished. The night is coming. The darkness is coming. And just like those people who suffer from winter depression, they feel like their life is being sapped out of them. They don't have energy. So we have to realize one day it might come that there's no energy. And rather to energize ourselves now as much as possible, and specifically during those dark hours, specifically at night. We know that Chazal tell us that the more a person learns at night, the greater bracha they have. A chut shel chesed nimshach alav hayom, the Gemara says. If you learn at night, you have a special siyata d'shmaya, a special chen that HaKadosh Baruch Hu shines on you during the day. And so therefore, the night is longer during the wintertime, specifically in order that we can grow more, specifically so we can connect to HaKadosh Baruch Hu in times of otherwise darkness. That feeling of being in a place of detachment, of darkness, of feeling overwhelmed perhaps by the night of life, is an opportunity to get in touch with something a little bit deeper, a little bit more profound, not superficial, and to say, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, nighttime, I'm vulnerable, and I open myself up to you. And as I open myself up to you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that brings me closer to you, and that itself is what gives me strength. We should be zocha to go into the winter in a way which energizes us, which makes us more vibrant, specifically in the times of darkness, and take the lessons of Hanukkah, of the small candles, the neshamas, the ner neshamas inside of each and every single one of us, can light up the night, can make the darkness so much brighter, and bring a true energy to this world.